G'day guys, we just packed up at Curtin Springs. We're out the front, we've got Mount Connor over in the distance. This is often confused as Uluru on the way through, so it's actually, you come across it a bit over 100 kilometres before you get to Uluru. But today we're heading up into West McDonald Ranges. Hopefully it gets a bit wild, so let's go. It's a good idea when you're heading into a national park to bring wood. Bring your Alrighty, just pulled up at the Kings Canyon Survey and Resort, is it? Be right for the West McDonald Ranges now. Wasn't too much in the survey to eat, but lunchtime.
Outback barbecue or something like that?
Yeah, so we're gonna have a quick squiz in there, see what we can get. We're all pretty hungry this morning, so
Yeah.
beer's colder than your ex's heart. There you go.
Good
Happy hour.
Thank you, mate. Cheers.
Oh, some of the good burgers coming our way, I think.
For a pizza oven.
Oh yeah,
Look at it, massive.
monster.
Huge,
Jeez,
mate.
look at these chairs.
Yeah, mate. A lot comfier than a camp chair, I know that.
We are just looking for a camp tonight.
What are we thinking? Well, it's hard at the moment. There's not really much here. Across the road, you've got the ridge. That's 914 metres high. This side, nothing.
Yeah, so what attracted us to come down here was some of these nice white gums. Got a little bit of flat area here, which isn't too bad, but it's not quite as close to the gums as we wanted, so I think we're just going to keep pushing on by the sound of that. We made it to a community named Hermansburg. Now we turned down south, and little did we know, we just found it the best track on the entire trip. Let's show you why.
You could easily just spend a week going through all these systems,
Oh,
just
man,
camping in the
easy.
spot every night.
Good now.
Just keep that canvas open and you'll just watch it through the night. Even the rock change colours because of the moon.
I'm keen to see it light up in the morning.
Oh,
I reckon that'll go bright red, man.
what are you drinking?
Beer.
Nice. Coffee time, mate. So, get the jet boil out this morning. It's easier than running the billy.
River, mate. National Park.
I was saying to the boys last night that this reminds me a lot of home. So this is very Pilbara-like. All the rivers and back of the Hammersley range. This, you drive like this for days. I don't think you could get a better camp anywhere.
No. Yeah, it was perfect last night.
Have you ever camped in
Perfect now.
like this?
No, I haven't actually. This is the first time I've actually camped in a gorge, so
Yeah.
this is amazing really. You see all the colours come out of the rock.
Yep. It's always good when you get someone in a place like this for the first time because they spin out, eh? It's just constant changes. So when the wet season comes through here, it's exactly like Kimberley, Pilbara, all that sort of stuff. It just floods. So all this basically will be 10, 15 metres above us underwater, and it will just flow, and it will flow hard. So, and everything in this place will just be washed down, and next time you come here, the place will look completely different. That's why I like rivers, because they always change. They're never the same. Sand's always moving, and plus you don't have to go far for firewood in here because whole trees will just send hundreds of kilometres down the river.
We're going to see if we can find another cracking campsite down here, but looking forward to a day on the tracks. This is a really cool spot to drive, and I'm keen to see how the big Delica goes through all this soft sand.
We've done some pretty dusty trails, as you would have seen in the last couple of days. So, you know, we checked our air filters in the Simpson Desert, and it wasn't actually that dusty in there. So, you know, we got away with it in there. Actually know what state this is going to be in, and I'm a little bit concerned, to be quite honest. We've just absolutely eaten it. If there wasn't grease around that seal, it'd be even worse.
And when you open this up, look at this. Yeah, well that seals.
That sits in there so neatly, doesn't it?
Yeah, so I've been all the way through the Simmo. Do you know, this will be the first time the filters come out the car after all the mud tracks and everything I've done. First time it's coming out because we haven't needed it.
Yeah.
But that
is still very clean when you look at that side.
There you go.
There's a huge difference.
I can pull this section out and I can actually wash this.
With some overdue vehicle maintenance out of the way, we're going to push on, hopefully find a little bit of a spot to swim on the way, and a cracking campsite just like this one. This track really is like no other. You drop down into this beautiful gorge here, follow it for about 100 kilometres. Now, you're going to be travelling this for a solid 2 days. Like, it is a lot of driving, but it is absolutely beautiful the entire way.
How cool is that?
Here, right? It's quite flat.
Get comfy in here,
Mate, you'd be sat in here. I'd literally just tuck my canvas tarp on that and put my sleeping bag.
If you knew there was nothing in there, you'd be...
Well, that's
I'd
a
be
dead
happy
end.
with that,
Like,
eh?
that's why you always carry a good quality torch. Check. That's why whenever I walk up to these places, I always look under the ledges first.
Yeah.
Because you get snakes, especially in the Pilbara, you get the death adder, and they will kill you. They are like one of the most dangerous snakes in Australia. I don't know, I've heard people say the world, but I don't know if it's true or not. Yeah, and look at the view. Look at that.
This is actually an awesome spot.
Yeah. You'd have a little fire just out here on the rocks, just there.
Yeah.
And you'd be sitting, you could sit here.
The
smoke's not going to draw in here because it's a dead end.
Yep, so the smoke it'll actually keep the smoke pushing away from you. How's the temperature difference?
Way different.
Yeah, that's why if you're ever out, like in these sorts of places, if you like you don't want to use your fuel sitting there in the aircon, or if you're struggling and stuff like that, or you break down, always look at the rock faces, find a hole, and then that way you just stay with your car. That way you're not gonna, because biggest causes of death is people go wandering off looking for help. You're better off leaving your car, finding a rock face like this. You could camp in here for days. You got water in the creek beds, you just go and find water.
Yeah.
Everything you need.
You got a cool little shelf there, mate.
Yeah, it's so nice, eh? Woo.
We're standing basically.
Look at this treacherous drop. Did you hear it move?
Oh no, I didn't hear that. It was more break an ankle, mate. I'm like, oh, look how high we are.
It is awesome, mate.
But look at that. Take a look down the range here. Look right down there.
Just keeps going, doesn't it?
Cliff faces all the way around. You can see up across there, there's some massive caves up the top of that wall where the walls let go. On top of the world here, mate. Who needs a drone, eh? Poor man's drone. Stand on top of a rock.
This is incredible. Perfect day too, like
Yeah, it's
really nice landscape.
Yep.
Photos.
Yep.
Right here, mate, tripod. Maybe even the next one over, get a bit of foreground on that tree.
Yeah.
Straight down through here, sunrise or sunset. Even now, it's still not a bad shot now.
Mate, you could sit up
Middle
here,
of the day.
and the beauty is all the way along here there's ledges, so you can have a camera and you can just catch the whole sunset coming down. All this would just glow different colours.
Time lapse,
Yeah, time lapse. Sit up here with a
hyperlapse.
cold beer. I'd have like
Bring a
four.
little esky up here.
I'd have 4 cameras running. I'd just have doing everything like.
Could
I'd
bring
be
your
sitting-
chair up here even.
Yeah, I'd be probably sitting down in that cave with a few beers and just let the cameras do their thing. To be honest.
Now it is a pretty well marked track down through the river system here, in and out both sides, absolutely awesome. Found a perfect little spot for a swim. Even got the vehicles a little bit of a freshwater rinse underneath, which was well needed after the dusty territory we've been going through. Birds all the way through the valley, wind coming over the top. I could literally put my swag under that tree and just listen to that.
Absolutely mint.
Look at them all in the shallows there. See the big school? Have a look through that down in there.
Oh, yep. They're a decent size.
Yeah, they're about that.
Yeah.
Passed out too much rum and the fire would kick. Maybe catch a few fish.
Show us your roof.
Have a look at my roof. Oh, up here, look. Have a look at that. She's a bit red. But in saying that, I've done a few thousand Ks with the window down, so same with my dash. Right there. Brilliant. The steering wheel, everything's red.
This is a brand new car, isn't it?
Yeah, mate. Brand spanking new. But I'd say she's worn in now. Everything's just red.
Really too sure where these guys are coming from, but I have just found this spot. Have a look at this. Like, perfect time in the afternoon, because if you pull up at 12 o'clock, you've got a bit of time there, you're not making any kilometres, so perfect timing.
I don't know how you saw that, but I was just gunning it down that track, and then when you said we've just missed a perler, I was like, what? I didn't even see it. Turn around, come back, and look at it. Super soft. It is deep. This is an absolute pearl. I don't know what to do with you. Oh, mate, I just want to kiss you, mate. Just want to kiss you.
That's how good it is. Well, guys, that has been an epic day. We were so close to actually writing off the West McDonald Ranges completely. I think River Track, mate.
Yeah, epic. Absolutely epic.
It is one of the best, I reckon.
Definitely.
One of the best.
We're just outside of the other side of the national park now, and we got this gem all to ourselves. It's just in the middle of nowhere. There's no one around. It's absolutely mint. Darren has started. It's absolutely going to be epic tonight. We're getting the coals nice and hot, bit of camp cooking right here on the waterfront. Awesome cliffs around us. Can't wait to get into it, guys.
That's your favourite, isn't it? That Kraken?
Oh yeah. Yep.
Drop in the comments below what your favourite rum is, but Darren's been around a few and he reckons that's the best one out, so...
Late tonight, we're about to get pretty bloody loose, I reckon, so you boys better watch out.
But for now, grab one of these bloody meat sticks.
Yeah, grab a bit of meat. I reckon things are going to get pretty loose tonight. I hope you boys have locks on your zippers. Who knows?
Did you see that? Ah, there it is. There it is.
Morning everyone. So another beautiful spot on the Fike River, but it is time for us to keep punching on. We need to get out of here, we need to head to Alice, and we need to get off that blacktop out into another little spot that we don't want to say just yet, but I think you're going to love it. So let's get moving.
Righto, Dazzle was in the softest spot there and he's going to take off. He's done himself a bit of a mischief, so, you know, got to sort him out. We're umming and ahhing whether we get the Maxtrax off the roof.
You need to get those pressures right down and keep a bit of momentum up. Like, look at it, it's just like, just keeps going, and going and going and going.
You getting the Maxtrax down?
Yeah, probably will. I'm thinking I'm just going to try and get these valves so I can drop a bit of pressure out.
It's the old Maxtrax pins, these ones.
We've got two different types up there.
That's all to work this morning, Daz, and that coffee, eh?
Well, mate, lucky we've had coffee.
Coffee tax.
I know, right?
Righty guys, if you haven't seen these before, these are the new Maxtrax Extremes. So see all these little bolts through here? You can literally undo a tooth if you've damaged it. They're alloy, aren't they?
Yep, they sure are.
Alloy teeth. So it's pretty good improvement really.
I think they're fantastic, to be honest.
Because I have seen a few teeth melt in their times.
Yep.
Probably mainly from improper use. But
yeah. Or you're using them just because that's your last resort. Like just
getting desperate, yeah.
Getting desperate, so people just go and go and go.
Yeah.
I carry spare teeth for these in the car, like a pack, so I can replace some.
Yeah, it's a good idea. If these had been out when I bought mine, I would have got these for sure.
There's no real weight difference either. They're a little bit heavier, but no real noticeable difference.
Yeah, pretty similar, really, I reckon.
Very similar, yep.
So yeah, that's the alloy teeth. This rookie, eh? Didn't put the straps on.
Oh, you don't worry about those, mate. Not fussed about those at all.
Righto. Two fronts, mate.
Yep, it's alright. Oh, do the Lego firewalk. Found it. There you go. Oh.
Job done. Big D spinning wheels.
Alright.
This way a bit. Alright, pretty slow, eh? Ooh, yeah.